Hello everybody, it's vanburman here and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the Black Tower. Hopefully I've not got the sound up too loud. No, I've not. That's very good. Now I must say, I did a video on this previously, but the audio and everything messed up, so I'm hoping this time the audio will be fine, but if not, then I'm going to have to do it for a third time, and then I'm going to be real upset and I'm going to cry. I'll probably not cry, but anyway, you get the idea. So, yes, we join our two characters, and I can't remember their names. Elena and, is it Jan? Or Van? Jan. And so they're trying to search for their friend, Jared, I think. And it should be said that... See, I've missed out a lot of things that I said in the first episode, and I feel like I'm going to have not done this game that much justice. But basically, the game is based on a mixture of old school PS1 games like Final Fantasy and Legend of Dragoon. It takes a lot of inspiration from them. It doesn't hide away from that point. It even says it in the README file for the game. So this has been abandoned as a project, so to speak, at this stage. And as such, there's not going to be any further developments that I'm aware of for it. But, having said that, because I really like how it... I'm a real big fan of how it looks, and I feel like it's got a massive amount of potential, which I know some of you might think otherwise, but anyway. So this is the main. It is done by primarily a French studio, which is why you'll see a lot of the Frenchities in it, or I know as the at least anyway. And a lot of the signs and stuff are in French and English, which is, I think I attribute that to why some of the English is not quite 100% right. But other than that, yeah, still. He's the mayor of the town. Looks very strange indeed. Now, one of the things I did mention is looking at his sword. It's almost like a cross between a bow and a greatsword. That's the sort of vibe I'm getting from it. Now, this Yan guy is a ranger or a hunter, or one of the two. And there's obviously something going on in this town, but it feels very much like Sector 5, the slums in Sector 5, I think, on Final Fantasy 7. I think I might be wrong on that one, but actually he's a forest ranger. So yeah, there's some people to talk to. They've not really got too much to say, but I think the character models are actually alright, to be fair. I think for what it's trying to show, it's really good. I just think it's amazing. The music, it does loop, not very well, as also, so that's a bit of an issue at times, I'm not gonna lie. The music starts to grate on you. It started to grate on me the first time I've done it, and now I'm filming this again. But let's get ourselves a potion. The one thing I don't like is, like, that. I don't like how the character just turns around like that, to be fair. Some of the animations are a bit clunky. Some of the battle animations seem a bit clunky as well, but I'm not really complaining about that, to be fair. Oh, you're too busy right now, are you? I want to see how it is. Stupid police chief. So, and this is the thing that really reminds me of Final Fantasy. These, like, beds in these, like, chambers, these boxes. It all just, screams Final Fantasy 7 to me, I'm afraid. So now we're talking to this guy. I'll just click through it while I continue to talk. So they want to tip off this. I don't know why he's dressed in such a fancy uniform for having such a shoddy accommodation, but it's interesting nevertheless, at least. I must say, I saw this game showcased by Jim Sterling on his video series, which is why I'm doing the video, because I just love the look of it and the idea of it. It really does take me back. I get a massive nostalgia hit playing this. Did you have a good sleep in your creepy box? So we're going to go and get this tip from the innkeeper. Basically tells us to go and see the police chief, which we'd already been to see anyway. and he was the one that told us to go and have a rest in the inn. Yeah, see, I can mess around with this, like, fixed animation, but anyway. People here are weird. So there is actually a little scene down here. I'm going to show you as much as I have been able to see, so you guys all know what's going on. So yeah, this guy's a lumberjack. He's taken a massive, great big chunk out of that log. And we're going to see his animation in a second. Look at that. Look at that guy. He's getting in deep on that. I just find the woodcutting in this very funny, to be fair. And there's a shop here where you presume you'd be able to go and buy guns, and if there's meant to be a character that utilises guns and all that, maybe later on down the line. Which is potential, of course. So, the music as well, I mean, even though it loops terribly, I think it's quite good, to be fair. I think it's okay. Some of the music a bit later on is really nice as well, although I sort of feel like I recognise it from something. So, maybe I do. Who knows? I guess in a certain sort of way as well, this is going to be the 2,000 subscriber special. So, thank everyone who has subscribed. I do appreciate it, and hopefully there'll be many more videos to come in the future. So, now that's out of the way. Yes, we need to get around the swamp on the world map, and the chief says, well then you need a car to get through there. In sort of similar way to how you needed the chocobos to get past the giant snake serpent creature. I can't remember its name now. The Sephiroth killed. So yes, we've got to go and find someone that's willing to rent us a car. And as we know, there was that guy at the front gate who has cars. Not particularly nice looking cars, but he has cars. That red one at the back looks quite nice. Spoiler alert, that's not the one we get. He's talking about this thing here. Yeah. You should see how it moves. Goodness. I mean, I'm just very intrigued as to why everything is like this, and anyway. I'd love to see this game restarted up and carried on. Because I think it could be something really good, to be fair. I'd like to have a go with the battle system and the menus and all that sort of stuff, but all of that has been disabled for this demo, because obviously this is just more like a showcase, something for them to show off the work they've actually put into it up to that point, which I have no problem with at all. And so I'm glad that they decided to, you know, at least give it to the world in a certain aspect and let us have a bit of a play around in what they've done so far. So yeah, this guy was basically trying to cheat these guys out of a lot of money, and now he's realised that the police chief is the police chief's gonna have to foot the bill, and he says, yeah, okay, you can have 70 coins. Start off by saying 200,000 coins. It's a bit like the flat in the Costa del Sol, isn't it, on Final Fantasy VII. But anyway, so we have to do this weird little mini game to get the tyre pumped up, which doesn't really make much sense because, yeah, we have to get it exactly in the green area, which just basically involves clicking a lot of times and hoping that you can eventually get it in the green area. And that's apparently how we pump up tyres in this particular world, but I've got to say, I got it pretty close the first time. Oh, there we go. Well, I didn't actually get it in the green that particular time, but I did last time round. So you'd have to take my word for it. I like how it's gone off the forecourt, I suppose you could say, there, and now, you know, change the background and everything. That, you know, that's good. That's attention to detail. that you may not expect something like this to put in. But I'm glad they did. It shows that they're committed to it. So, there's these yellow markers on the map, which I'm presuming indicates areas that you can go into. I've got a bit of screen tear in there. But generally the game runs quite well. I'm not sure how that is going to translate into video territory. See, there's a yellow mark around here. But unfortunately, there's nothing but an invisible wall for me to interact with. So, I won't be going through there. So back in the car. Here's a wreck, I'll tell you. This game is made with Unity. FYI, if you wanted to know. And I have been in contact, actually, with the studio who develops it. And they say that, as I expected, because they announced this on the actual demo page for the game itself, that they had no plans at the moment to restart it. But then didn't say it was fully off the table, so take from that what you will. So this thing skids around like an absolute beast. It's got to be... Although, to be fair, I think that adds a little bit of a charm that it handles like an absolute wreck, because, you know, that's what it's meant to be. Quite frankly. So this is the swamp area that we needed the car to get through. And it looks like you shouldn't really be able to pass through it, but I did it last time. Oh, I hit a rock. Well, that's going to slow me down somewhat, isn't it? I'm pretty sure the car would be filling up with water pretty badly by this point, but... Never mind. So, as far as I could tell, there's only one area that we can enter on this particular part. On this bit of open world we've been given. And I think it's just through here. Yeah, into the forest. So this is where the game carries on. And we've got another woodcutter there with his knee rested on a rock. Getting in deep into some wood there. And... yeah, we can... these are the things that they talk of are like pirate guys. You're about to see them in a second, but... take care in the forest. He gives us a potion, which is nice. Not that I actually need it, because as you will be able to see very soon, we don't actually... Because there's no battle systems, it sort of just skips out the battles for us, so... We have the sort of initiation scene, and then it goes into... It just like fades out and we're outside of the battle at that point. This time Mummy's gonna be happy. I don't know what he's on about there, but... So yeah, we have to fight these guys, which obviously I'm guessing we'd have a little battle, kick their asses, and yeah, we'd be done. But obviously no battle in this particular demo, so not much to show you. I actually didn't go this way last time. So what have we got here? 250 coins. Well, that'll pay for the bed and the car, so that's not too bad. But this is the actual way you have to go, I believe, to progress. But I really like the backgrounds and everything. They're pretty good. Like I say, some of the animations could use work, if I'm being hypercritical. But even if they didn't do anything to them, I'd be more than happy. So obviously, you know, in the real game, I'm guessing this would initiate a battle between the two. There's a couple of bits like that coming up, but obviously nothing does anything, so it's what it is. But I think the game is beautiful, quite frankly. I really like the models. I know it's very basic, but in terms of how the game looks and feels, like this music here I really like, but I'm pretty sure I recognise it from something. It's maybe an adaptation, or it's very Final Fantasy-esque anyway. So, you know, lots of lovely scenery bits. It really gets the nostalgia going. You know, it makes me want to go back and replay Final Fantasy VII, Legend of Dragoon, and all that sort of stuff. I really hope they actually release Legend of... Oh, I've not been here before. That was the last bit I got to before. So all this bit is new to me. So that's really good, the fact that we got some new stuff, because I was just running around there thinking, oh, I couldn't get anywhere. So this is Jacob, the illustrious Jacob. I think I might have said Jared earlier. And... yeah. So this is good. I like this. He's got a cigar. I wonder what sort of weapon he would use. He looks like sort of guy that's either going to use his fists or is going to have guns. So, anyway. I don't really understand the story per se, but... because obviously we've just been sort of thrown in. Yeah, that's it. I ran up to that thing, And then there's no sound effects for any of this stuff, which is quite funny. Look at that. Boss. Just boss. That's all. I think that's Mama. Or that was meant to be Mama. There's these butterflies flying in the machine. I've got to say, I like it. I think it's great. I really do. Give me this damn die and I'll let you live. Yeah, there must be some sort of like fabled die of fate. You know, the die is similar to like crystals in the Final Fantasy lore. So I'm guessing there's meant to be a battle there. You beat the whole thing, and yeah, they have to retreat. Lost inspiration from Final Fantasy VIII at this point. They're gonna have to retreat, I'm guessing. I don't know what's gonna happen now. Yeah, we're missing sound effects, but you know, everything's very interesting. I don't know why we're randomly walking forward there. I don't know why we're facing the wrong way as well, but there you go. So yes, I'm not sure what's happening here now. We're sort of like stuck in a bit where... Oh, whoops. Yeah, he'd be dead at this point. Can we talk to anyone? Do we just leave? Or is this the end point? Perhaps this is the end point here. Which would make more sense. I prefer it like that. We actually got to meet Jacob, the guy we're looking for. And yeah, there's absolutely nothing I can do at this point. So, but there you go. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I don't really know what you guys think about it. I'm really taken. I find it quite endearing. So maybe I'm alone on that one. But yeah, such is life, I suppose. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and hopefully I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.